Have you ever felt like your emotions control you? One small comment ruins your mood for the entire day. One mistake haunts you for weeks. One argument replays in your mind like an endless movie you never wanted to watch. We all know that feeling, being trapped inside the storm of our own thoughts. But what if I told you that you could step outside of that storm and watch it, calmly, like someone watching the weather through a window? What if I told you that the mind has a hidden superpower that most people never learn to use, the power of the observer's mind? The observer's mind is not about running away from your emotions. It's not about pretending to be numb or indifferent. It's about creating a space, a moment of separation, between what happens to you and how you respond to it. Most people think they are their thoughts. They think they are their anger, their fear, their sadness. But neuroscience tells a different story. Inside your brain, your emotions and your awareness live in different regions. The amygdala generates emotional responses. It's ancient, fast, and loud. The prefrontal cortex, on the other hand, is the part of you that can observe, analyze, and make choices. The magic happens when you learn to let the prefrontal cortex step in before the amygdala takes over. That's when you stop reacting and start responding. Think about the last time someone insulted you. Instantly, your chest tightened, your face got hot, your brain started crafting the perfect comeback. That's your amygdala firing off a threat response, as if words were physical punches. But if you could pause for just 3 seconds, just long enough to notice what's happening, everything changes. Those 3 seconds activate the observer's mind. You become aware that you are angry instead of being consumed by anger itself. That single shift in awareness is the difference between emotional chaos and inner control. This isn't just philosophy, it's science. Studies from Harvard and Stanford have shown that mindfulness practices, which train you to observe your thoughts without judgment, can actually shrink the amygdala's activity over time and strengthen the prefrontal cortex. In simple terms, you're rewiring your brain to stay calm under pressure. You're training your nervous system to see emotion as information, not as identity. When you master this skill, stress doesn't vanish, but your relationship with it transforms. You no longer drown in waves of emotion, you learn to surf them. Let's make this real. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, already late for work. Someone cuts you off. Instantly, rage flares up. Your jaw clenches, your heart rate spikes, your mind shouts, "How dare they?" But if, in that moment, you shift your focus and simply observe the feeling, I notice anger rising in me. Something incredible happens. The anger loses its grip. You don't suppress it, but you don't feed it either. You watch it rise, peak, and fall. The emotion passes, and you're left with a calm clarity that others mistake for superhuman patience. That's the observer's mind in action, calm in the middle of chaos. What's powerful about this mental skill is that it applies to every part of life: relationships, work, decision-making, even self-image. Think about the voice in your head that says, "You're not good enough." Most people believe that voice. They merge with it. But when you activate the observer's mind, you hear that voice and recognize, that's a thought, it's not me. And the moment you make that distinction, the thought loses its authority. You're no longer a prisoner of your inner critic. You've stepped into the role of the witness, calm, conscious, and free. Detachment often gets misunderstood. People think it means not caring, becoming robotic, emotionless. But true detachment is the opposite. It's caring deeply without falling apart. It's feeling fully without drowning. It's about having emotions, but not letting emotions have you. When you master detachment, you don't stop loving or striving. You just stop suffering unnecessarily. You realize that control doesn't mean manipulating the world around you. It means mastering the world within you. Here's the truth. Your emotions are not the enemy. They're signals. Anger shows where your boundaries were crossed. Fear shows where you need courage. Sadness shows where something meaningful was lost. But without the observer's mind, you misinterpret these signals. You lash out instead of setting boundaries. You avoid instead of acting bravely. You numb out instead of healing. The goal is not to silence emotions, but to listen to them with clarity, to understand them without being enslaved by them. Let's take this even deeper. In psychology, there's a concept called meta-awareness, awareness of awareness itself. It's like being the sky watching the clouds pass by. You realize that thoughts, feelings, and sensations come and go, but the watcher, you, remain. That realization is incredibly liberating, because once you experience it, you understand that no emotion, no situation, no thought defines you. You are the awareness behind them all. The same awareness that's been present since you were a child, watching, learning, experiencing, yet untouched by what it sees. When you begin practicing the observer's mind, you'll notice changes in how you handle everyday life. Criticism won't sting as much. Uncertainty won't paralyze you. Even physical pain can feel different when you watch it instead of resisting it. Athletes, monks, and even special forces soldiers use versions of this mindset training to perform under extreme stress. The common thread? Observation without attachment. When you observe instead of identify, your nervous system relaxes. Your decisions become wiser. Your focus sharpens. You become resilient, unshakable. But like any skill, this one takes practice. It starts with small moments, noticing your breath when you feel anxious, observing your thoughts before bed instead of getting lost in them, or simply pausing before reacting to someone's words. Each time you do this, you strengthen the neural pathway that connects awareness to control. Over weeks and months, you'll notice you're less reactive. You'll find yourself saying, "I used to get angry about that, but now, it just doesn't bother me anymore." That's not apathy, that's evolution. Some people spend their entire lives chasing peace through money, relationships, distractions. But true peace isn't found in controlling life's circumstances. It's found in observing them without losing yourself. You realize that nothing outside you can make you permanently happy or unhappy. The power was never out there. It was always in your ability to observe, interpret, and choose your response. That realization is emotional freedom. Let me leave you with this. The next time life throws you off balance, when someone disappoints you, when plans fall apart, when emotions rise like a flood, pause. Don't fight it. Don't drown in it. Just observe. Say to yourself, "Here it is. This is anger. This is fear. This is sadness." Watch it like a scientist studying a new discovery. You'll notice something miraculous. The emotion begins to soften. The mind begins to settle. And in that stillness, you meet a version of yourself that's calm, wise, and untouchable. That's the observer's mind, not an escape from life, but mastery within it. The more you practice, the more you realize that detachment isn't about losing connection to the world. It's about finally connecting to it without losing yourself. It's about walking through the fire without getting burned. It's about finding stillness in the middle of movement. And once you taste that stillness, you'll never want to live any other way, because you'll know what it truly means to be free.